start the class.
Yes, 8 students.
Yeah, 8 students. One by one will get up and come. So children, last class we just started.
About hinges.
Hinges
Types
is
of
over. Hinges is over. Now we are coming to the some of the animals. Apart from the human being and the animals like four-legged animals, dogs. Telsa, you sit
Cockroach.
here, otherwise you will not see. Take your note also, otherwise you will lose. Okay, so apart from animals and some of the human beings, like animals such as lion, dogs, cats, everyone has a similar skeletal system like us. They also have the brain, skull, everything. But there are some of the creatures, they don't have the bones at all, but they also will move, and they also will move with the different structure of their body. That is what we are moving on to. The last class we just asked about the earthworm, correct? So
Yes,
we are now
ma'am.
going to the detail about it. So next heading you can write, children, movement of earthworm. This is our last session of the chapter. You have around the earthworm, snail, birds, fish, snake, cockroach. There are 6 species, have a different type of structure for them to move. So that is what we are going to learn. The first one we are having is earthworm. So what is the peculiar feature of earthworm is
They does not have bones.
they does not have bones, correct?
Yes, ma'am. They move by using their muscles.
Yes, that's already in the printed out I have given. Earthworm does not have bones. It has muscles which help to extend and shorten the body. That means they move like this, little bending and bending. So the first time what they do, they will move the front part of the body while the last part. So this is the dark part, you can see that is where their excretory system, the waste material from their body passes through this dark brownish muscles, and their head and what are the foods what they take is through the front part. Okay, so by our naked eyes you will only see everywhere their body is same, but they also have a peculiar system to have the food and also to digest the food and also have to excrete the waste material. So what the earthworm does first, it will move its front part. By the time the back part will be fixed. Once the front part started moving to a position A, suppose it is the front part. By the time what will happen, their body will bend like that, and they will fix the front part at the A position, and they started taking their back part. Then when back part, they take it back part backward, they will have a bending on your body like this. Now, once the back part started moving, they from the front part, they started move to location B. By the time the back part will come to location A. When they move to location C, the back part will come to location B. When location C, it goes to location D, the back part come to location C. So, yeah, so the process is continuous. There's a continuous contraction. So their movement is like this. Okay, little bending, okay, first front part, back part, and their body part. They start moving like this. Okay, they move like this. So this is and they move only in one direction, not like the snake and all. They move entire body everywhere, and they cannot move faster. They never move faster. They can only move slowly because of their structure. We are going to see during the movement, the earthworm first extends the front part, keeping the rear portion means back portion, keeping the back portion fixed to the ground. Then it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. It then shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. This makes it to move forward by a small distance. So whatever I explained, we are telling first they move front part. After that front part, they will fix it. They take the back part. And while the back part moved, Again, they take the front part forward and back part will be fixed. That means at a time, any one part only move. Other part will be fully fixed. Why it is happening? Because you have seen on the earthworm, there's a ring-like structure. Actually, they are not ring-like structure. They are the muscles. They are the muscles of the earthworm. So muscles are forming a rings around their body. Why? Because earthworm does not have the bones. Okay. Earthworm does not have the bones.
They
Yeah.
use
Only the muscles.
muscles.
Yeah. And with the muscles, there is something more will help the earthworm. That is what we call bristles. Okay. Bristles means if you look at the down part of the earthworm, you will see hair-like structure. And any worm you take, any worm, caterpillar, or there is some one worm, once you touch it, you feel like itchy. That one, and the green color worm, which is you will be seen on carrots and on cauliflower and on cabbage, inside the cabbage, inside the cauliflower. All those are having this type of structure because they belong to same family. And earthworm also have a bristle-like structure. And what is bristle? Bristle look like hair, and these bristles are connected with the muscle. So how do the muscles move? With the help of bristles. And what does bristles do? Bristles help to get a good grip on the ground. So as the earthworm keep on moving in forward like this, keep on moving forward like this, naturally what will happen? The bristles will help the earthworm to fix on the ground as it is going on moving. Okay.
Get a grip.
Let it get grip. Otherwise, what will happen? You know that earthworm's body is very sticky. So how it will grip on the ground? With the help of the bristles. And what does they do? Are they only moving simply? No. They are moving. When they move, what they do? They eat. They are having something from the soil. Okay. All that fungus in the notes, it is there, Telsa. Okay. So all that are bristles, you can learn for one word answers. Okay. What is the hair-like structure on earthworm? Bristles.
Bristles.
So learn that word. Okay. Maybe MCQ and all you can ask the question. Name the hair-like structure of the earthworm which help them to grip on the bristles. Okay. So while they move, they are not simply.
They're eating.
They are not simply roaming like our guys. Some of the guys in our human being, they don't do anything. They just roam around. Look at here, bullying the girls. Those are on the road. But earthworms are not like that. They are doing some function over there. Okay. What they do, as they are move on, they are having some small microorganisms which is present on the soil. And mainly earthworm usually will be living underground because they cannot live under the sun. They only live where there is wetness. But sometimes due to heavy rain, mud will be removed and then all the earthworm will come up. Okay. Actually, earthworms are staying under where the tap water is falling, where your garden, in the garden where you have kept the plant pots, underneath you can see some of this.
And when we plant any plants, we will see that.
You will
when
see
we dig
under
it.
the coconut tree, when you dig it, under the mango tree. So because
There's a lot in my house.
wherever the water is pouring, there earthworm will remain. And earthworm is not dangerous. It is very useful species.
For farmers.
Not only for farmers, it is also for us. Because when earthworms is moving like this under the ground, actually what they do, they are plowing the soil. You see now what you learn plowing?
Yes, ma'am.
So they are plowing the soil under the rose plant and as well as the mango trees and all. What they do when they plow, what will happen? The water, the roots can get into the deep underground.
The holes.
Can fetch the water and also it can collect the nutrients so that the plants can grow. So if there is earthworm is helping the plants to grow little more stronger and to bear the fruit. And not only that, earthworm also good in making manure, organic manure or natural manure. Okay, that is also, yes.
Ma'am, they are also used for fishing.
Yeah, you will kill them, no? They cut into small pieces and you make them into the
you
nail
have
and put
No,
it.
ma'am, just put the head of it.
Some of them will cut and make it into 2 pieces because they will get only two earthworms, no, sometimes. So they will cut the earthworm into 2 pieces and one they will put to catch one fish, another. And not only that, there are people who fry the earthworm and eat just like how you eat the prawns.
China.
Not only China, in India also there are people. And in Russia, Spain, everywhere, because it's a nutritious food, you know, because it is living under the ground, not much pesticides and all. So that's why. So that's about the earthworm. So while they eat the food, they also remove the waste material from their body. So they are eat the food and also they are making a manure. Out of their excess, they are making a manure in the soil. So that is a part of earthworm. So earthworm moves, no bones, but it has muscles. And muscles will attach it to which part? Bristles. So
Bristles.
only 2 major part the earthworm is having for body
Muscles and
movement.
bristles.
Muscles and
Bristles.
Okay. Yes. Shall we go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is snails. You can write movement in snails. Snails are variety. You can see the snails which is living on the mud. Mainly snails you will be seen also in the wet mud. We don't see in the desert areas snails. Okay. We also will see the snails, in particular snails in the sea also. Some of the snail will be turned into shellfish also. So shellfish also is a category of the snail actually. And shellfish we are good in eating.
It will go inside that.
And that means the outer cover of the snail actually is a protective cover.
Protection.
It's a helmet.
Like-
Some enemy comes there, what they do, they will keep their
Get inside it.
body. Get inside.
And because of the shell, they can move slowly.
And you see, the snail has no bones. They also no bones. What they have only 2 parts. One is head and another one a foot. Okay. So head and foot together. That is the thing which is coming out of it. So entire body, a thick structure and the head of the snail may come out of an opening in the shell. So whenever they move, what they do? They will put their head out and connect it with a thick structure. These two will come out of it. And how do they crawl? They crawl on the ground with the help of this thick muscular foot. Okay. And why? How do they crawl? Because their body produces a liquid. Their body produces liquid, or we call it slime. The liquid what their body produce, like a slime, or we can call mucus. You know the mucus from which is coming out of the nose. Similarly, their body, if you see that, you can see some kind of a mucus or slime. So this mucus is helping the snail to get a grip on the ground. And they pop their head and the body, and slowly they will crawl. They don't move like earthworm. They just crawl with their body.
And they crawl slowly.
And they also have a muscles. On their foot, they have a muscles. Okay.
Ma'am, some snails don't have shell.
Some snails, that is not that, children. Snails, some snails, they remove the shell actually. That is some another purpose. There will be some snails, they will remove the shells. They don't have only the flesh body, they will come. Okay. Once they grow big, slowly this shell will be formed. When they born, they don't get the shell. Okay. When they born like a baby, they don't have the shell. And as their body grows, slowly, the shell will be formed. So we are seeing this type of snails. That means it's a matured snails. They are already an adult. We can say in human being, adult. Similarly, the snail also adult. When they like baby, they don't have the shells. Clear? So that is the thing. But the shellfish has, but the snails may not have the shell from the beginning. Slowly it will grow. That's the thing. Clear? So, and what are the other things apart from they have a head? The snail have a head and they have a foot. And in the middle of the foot, at the center, they have muscles. At the center, they have muscles.
Shell.
Shell is outer cover. Okay. The shell is outer cover of the body. Center, they have muscles. Where at the center of the foot. And that muscle is just like wave-like form. Wave-like form is like this. Okay. So we call them as wave muscles, and these muscles will contract and relax as they move. The muscles at the center of this foot, they contract and relax. As a result, they can crawl. Okay, they are not simply crawling because of the contractions and relaxation of the muscles.
Okay, ma'am.
That is about the snails.
Okay, ma'am.
So, in the what are the two parts, Ashwin? What are the two parts of the earthworm which helps to move?
Muscle and bristle. Muscle and bristle.
Muscles and
Bristles.
bristles. Okay. Narendran, what are the parts of a snail which helping them to move?
Ma'am,
Foot and
head,
and one more thing.
shell.
Shell is outer cover, muscles.
At the center, there are muscles.
At the center of the foot, they have muscles. So, snail, there are three things. One is head, foot, and the muscles, which is at the center of their foot. Clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now we are moving on to cockroach.
Ma'am, they are harmful to salt.
Cockroach also has no bones. Correct. Okay. Cockroach also has no bone, but this is the only species. It can do locomotion like human being. It can fly, it can walk, it can jump, it can do whatever.
Walking, running, swimming, grasping, climbing.
Swimming, if you put in the water also, it will swim. Then they will also
Without
crawl.
shedding autism.
Grasping, climbing.
It also slither. It will also will eat like us, like sugar and all the food part they will eat with their mouth. Okay, so cockroach is only species. They can walk, climb, as well as fly, and for each function, there are so many parts for them, but no bones. They don't have bones. They also have muscles. So the first part they have got muscles. Second part is legs. They have how many legs? 3 pair of legs.
3 legs.
Six legs.
That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
3 pairs.
3 pair of legs. And third one is 2 pair of wings. They also have a 2 pair
of wings to fly.
behind. Wing to fly near the head. It is connected to the head.
Head.
Okay. So these are the 2 things, and these muscles are attached to legs as well as to the wings. Okay. So they have 3 pair of legs. What is the use of legs for walking? They use 3 pairs of legs for walking.
I'm swimming.
Yeah. And to protect them from the enemies, they had an outer skeleton. It is skeleton, but it is not a bone. Okay. Next is this skeleton is made up of number of plates, not the bones. It is a number of plates like structure is joined, and that is about their skeleton. 2 pairs of wings attached to the body. Yeah, and they will help them to fly. Okay, so this is about the cockroaches. Clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Anyone else?
Clear,
ma'am, no doubt.
How many joined now?
Ma'am, 12 students.
13 students.
12 students.
30 students. Ah.
13 students. I mean,
12 students.
Including Telsa, we have 13 students. 13 number on the board is me. Okay. Out of 40, 13 students.
Ma'am, did you say it before there was class now?
Why should we say? Last week only we changed the timetable, no?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
since I did not see that, I have sent the message also. Last week onwards, you have some changes in the timetable, no? Why you did not remember that?
Mama joined before sending the message.
Okay.
Friday
So should
class.
you want me to send the message for every
No,
time?
ma'am. No, ma'am. No need of.
Ah.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So next Tuesday also you have a class like this. Okay, don't forget.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
And Fridays,
Friday's
period is
class
also
has
class.
been rescheduled to Tuesday. That is why. It is our Friday class, but it is rescheduled to Tuesday by last week onwards. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
ma'am.
children. So shall we now go to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Birds.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We have one more thing we can discuss, that is the birds. The birds also is different from us. Birds fly in the air and walk on the ground.
They have
that is
bones.
the picture. Birds fly in the air. They have bones. They have bones. Only these three people don't have bones. Okay, but other things are having a bones. Birds fly in the air and walk on the ground. Some birds like ducks and swans can also swim in water. All the birds cannot swim, only particular birds can be swim in water. And what is the peculiar feature of their bones? The bones are very
Hollow and
light,
light.
not heavy like us. It is light and hollow. Hollow means nothing inside. In our body, we have cartilage, we have a lot of marrow, we have flesh and all. The birds may not have much flesh. They are very hollow. And they have two types of limbs. One is hind limbs and another one is forelimbs. Just like us, they also have a forelimbs. Forelimbs on the wings. Where do they have forelimbs? On the wings. And hind limbs on their legs.
Legs.
Hind limbs on the legs. Okay, so this part they have hind limbs, this part it is the forelimb. You can see near the feather their body is little hard. Okay, that is the part near the feather. The feather is formed on a hard surface. That is actually the forelimbs of the bird. Clear? So this is the hind limbs and this is forelimbs. And how the hind limbs helps? With the hind limbs, they walk and they're perching. Perching means they just move around, not jump like it.
Yes,
Okay. So that is what you call perching. Okay.
Forelimbs fly.
Okay. The bony parts of the forelimbs are modified as wings. So the wings are formed from forelimbs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The shoulder bones are strong. The breast bones are modified to hold muscles of flight. So they also have forelimbs, and apart from this, they have shoulder bones, which is connected to the bone, connected to the wings, and also they have breast bone, that middle part. Their entire body structure, it is breast bone, and their heart is very less. Okay, their heart is very small. Okay. They also have a heart, but very less. So these are the important parts for the birds to walk, perch, and also to fly. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can see, apart from this, a bird has so many parts. This is not there to study, but I can tell you that apart from this bones, bill is there. Bill means also beak. It is also known as beak.
Throat.
Throat. You know, the throat like us. Lores means that surrounding eyes, the eyes we call lores.
Crown.
Then crown means you can see some of the cokes and all having like some beautiful flowers, and some of the birds they have something is hanging on the bed. So okay,
And some birds like parrots, small parrots.
yes.
Parrot
So
It's not
mainly,
bad, but I don't know.
some of the, not the white birds, there will be some colored birds, they will have some kind of structure that we call it crown. And surrounding area of eye, we call it eye line. And near the eye line, we call lores. Then breast, throat, tail. Then under tail, we call that some of the feathers as under tail coverts. And then this part, this side of part of the neck, we call it nape. So this is only for your knowledge. Apart from this, like cockroach and all, they don't have many other organs. But the birds have, apart from this movement, it also have these things. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children. So now I'm winding up the session early. So because only less students are there. So next class, we complete this chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Hope you completed attendance. What attendance? All of you. Only for 5, 6, 12 of you, I put the attendance. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. And class test.
Class test. Which chapter we completed so far?
Ma'am, we completed changes around us and body movements we didn't complete.
Body movements I did not complete. We need to discuss fish and snake. So
Okay.
I thought of now less students, no? So we will discuss in the next class.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, bye students. We'll meet.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.